Hello. It hasn't been a while, it's only been a little time, but I thought I'd just do a quick little short on, I take part in a challenge every now and then, or a swap should I say, and it's with Two Old Crows Mixed Media, and this month the theme is weaving and the format is a 4x6 postcard. So as any of you that have already watched me before, that you know that I love my keeping my scraps, and this was an ideal opportunity to use up some of my paper scraps and make them into these postcards for this particular swap. I'm going to make sure that this is posted well after the recipient gets them, so there'll be no spoilers for them, that they won't see it in the meantime. But here we go. So the first one, it's woven using I call it the fish and chip wrapping paper. It's the very cheap paper, and I put this on my desk when I'm doing any sort of painting or splattering or anything like that, so that I don't have to clean the desk afterwards. And the bonus is you do end up with lots and lots of sheets of paper that have sort of got all the splatters and residue from your actual project on there. So I cut these into, I think these are about 1-inch strips, 2 centimeters, something like that, and did a quick weave on a bigger piece of paper, which clearly I then cut down to create the format, and then it looked reasonably okay. But the next postcard that I made gave me some scraps, which I then decided to break up the regularity of the straight lines of the weave and just pop those through in a random sort of way. And I think it's the sort of contrasting colours. There's a little bit of sort of orange there. This sort of dark Prussian-y type blue comes through as well. But there we are. That's number one. And so these thinner strips of bright colours, that's what this one is. It reminds me of is wattle and daub, is it, the old things that they used to build walls with, where they'd weave the hazel up and down to create a screen, and then they'd plaster it either side with mud and various substances, and then they'd lime wash it. So this is what you walk. Anyway, wattle and daub. This one, it is just very thin strips in the blue theme in one direction, and a red and orange theme in another direction. Quite rough. Quite my cutter's not the best at the moment. I must get a new cutter, guillotine cutter I've got, and I've had it for probably getting on for 25 years. So it's, you know, but maybe that roughness adds to it. So that's that one. I didn't want it to be the up down weave like this one, so I did do it quite sort of in a random style and with random widths and distances, and I just fancied putting in this really lovely solid block of red at the end there. So there's that one. And the last one, I made this one with the base is it's Brusho's watercolour with what's it called, bubble wrap dots. Had this piece of paper for the longest time because I really didn't know what to use it for, but this project came along, and again it was in those sort of the same sort of colours that the other two cards are, and I cut it into a variety of widths, and then used up some of the leftovers from this, some of the leftovers from that, and just did some again, not proper regular up and down weaving, but some random weaving, and then added some extras on the top occasionally. And I think that looks is, you know, it fits the brief, doesn't it, weaving. What else I've done is they are all 4x6 or roughly 4x6, but I do have some stamps that I added to the backs to make it quite obvious that they're postcards. As you can see, they were done on just a rough piece of card because I had intended to back them again, but wanting to capture the ends of the weave, I decided to put this very fine border of black around the edge. Don't know if you can see that properly. Let's just pop that in there. So this fine border of black card around the edge, and stitched it on so that although these aren't stuck down, they are secure at either end and across the top and bottom. So there we are, that's the Two Old Crows mixed media postcard swap. Come back again, have another look later on. There may be something else that I'm going to show you. But yeah, hope you enjoy. Do all the usual things that you do, like, subscribe. Thank you to all the subscribers that I've had recently. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you back again at some point in the very near future. Bye everybody.